Morning. Today I was thinking about working on the spine and how it actually can help in our reaching and doing things with the arm. So we have 7 vertebrae in the neck and 12 in the thorax and 5 in the lumbar, and they should all be able to move. But this part right in the center here usually just sit there and doesn't do anything. So let's see if we can wake it up. So first we're going to start with kind of just getting the body moving and pa-pum, 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 pa-pum. But wait a second. Let's move forward on the edge of the chair. So the sitting bone's right on the edge and the heels are underneath the knees. Pa-pum, 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 pa-pum. Pa-pum, 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 pa-pum. Very gentle. Wake up. Ta-dum, ta-dum, ta-dum. We'll start getting the limb system to move. Ta-dum, ta-dum, pa-pum. Lift the heels. Only the heels. Dum, pa-pum, pa-pum. Pa-pum, 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 pa-pum. One more time. Ta-dum, ta-dum, dum, pa-pum, 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 pa-pum. And this is the last pa-pum, 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 pa-pum. Hands in the middle of the thigh and take a deep inhalation. Feel the whole length of your lungs from second rib all the way down and let it go. And again, just inhale deeply and stretch the lung to the maximum that you can this morning. And let it go. And one more time, without too much effort, but feel the stretching. Up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and let it go. And we're going to start by moving the hands forward and back on the thighs. So we're actually touching the pants and kind of feel how far your fingers are going. In front of the knees, to the middle of the knees, maybe underneath the knees. Just like a little test. And rest. So many times, most of the time, when we think about moving the arm, we think about the shoulder joint as the pivot of moving the arms. But today we're going to see if we can use a little bit more, maybe using the spine. So start rotating the spine and see if you can go a little bit further. Rotation, rotation, rotation. See if your fingers can reach a little bit further than if you just do this. This is the shoulders moving the arm, and this is the spine moving the arms. So you know which one I think is better, right? And see if you can get your inhalation and exhalation to be consistent, so you don't have to stop breathing as you're doing it, and find the comfort in actually rotating the spine as you're moving the arms. Try to make it easy, so it's not a hard exercise. And as you're doing it, feel which part of the spine is rotating. Is it only one part? Is it in the neck? Is it in the middle of the back? Is it in the lumbar where the belt is? And rest. And just close your eyes for a second. See if you can calm your body down. Breathe in. And see what kind of a sense you get internally. Good. Next, we're going to take the right hand, my right hand, and I'll put it on the bottom of my left elbow, as if I'm holding a baby. And I'm going to start rocking my left baby, right and left, close to my body. Close to the body, not far away from the body, right on your belly, on your bosom. Touching your belly or touching your bosoms. And feel what does it do to your back. And what happens to the right shoulder as you're pulling the left elbow. So we're not necessarily doing exercises here, we're actually learning how to use the body in movement. We are moving, obviously. How to move it efficiently. See if you can get really close to your body as you're doing it. And now work with the eyes going backwards to the right and coming back. And allowing the head and eyes to go back and come back. And allow the eyes to move with the movement and come back. And again, move with the head and eyes and come back. And now, lift the eyes forward. Look right at me, right at the TV, and move the elbow back. So the head and the eyes are moving in opposite direction. Can you feel that the place in the back has changed? The neck goes in opposite direction than the arm. So the spine is rotating from the right to the left, but the neck is rotating to the left. Actually stabilizing. And let it go. And rest. And again, hold the right hand underneath the elbow and now bring the arms a little bit further, like 40 degrees or so, forward. Not all the way up to the shoulder, halfway. And move to the right and back. We're going in the same arms, same direction. We're going with the head, the eyes, and the elbows to the right. How much of your back is rotating now? Can you feel it? Can you sense it? Can you articulate in your mind, where is it rotating? And one more time with the eyes and the head. Rest the elbows a minute. And next we do it with the eyes fixated forward. So lift the elbows halfway and the eyes are looking at the screen in front of you and your elbows are going to the right. To the right. So elbow and head in opposite direction. And one more time. And rest. And let's hold the left elbow again underneath with your right hand. And now we're going to lift the elbow a little bit higher, maybe to shoulder height, maybe a little bit below. For me it feels a little bit below. And we're going to do the same thing. Head and elbows in the same direction, going to the right. We're all going to the same direction that we did earlier, going to the right. You're holding the elbow underneath and you're guiding it to the right. Your right hand is underneath your left elbow and you're guiding it to the right with the head and the eyes. And what is turning now? Are you turning a little bit more in your lumbar area where the belt is and less in the upper back? How does it change the height of the arm to where you're rotating from? And now stick your eyes straight into the screen and keep on going with the elbow to the right. So we're going elbow to the right, only to the right, only to the right, not to the left, just to the right. So the head stays forward and the elbow goes to the right. There you go. Coming back. And elbow goes to the right and head stays forward. And coming back to center. And one more time. To the right. And now rest. Let the arm go down. Take a deep breath in. How does it feel now to breathe on the left lung versus the right lung? And inhale again and see if you can feel a difference between your breathing ability to the right side of the body and versus the left side of the body. And let's move the arms again and see what happens now. Does your left arm go a little bit further down over the knee? Are you able to move on the left now a little bit better than on the right? And let's try to replicate it on the right side. So now the left hand will hold the right elbow right on the belly, and we're going to go to the left. The eyes, the head, and the left hand that's holding the right elbow are going to the left. Eyes and head and elbows going to the left. Notice if you are inhaling or exhaling on the rotation. Which one is more comfortable for you? And one more time with the head. Come back to center. Take a deep breath. Let it go. And now keep your eyes right at me and move with the elbows to the left, still on the belly. So now the elbow and the head are going in opposite direction. Going to the left with the elbow. The right elbow goes to the left, but the eyes and the head stay forward. And rest in the center. And let's lift the elbows 45 degrees. The left hand holds the right elbow underneath, and we're going with the head, eyes, and elbow to the left. How much of your back is rotating? And one more time with the head. And next, keep the eyes forward and move to the left. and rest. Breathe. I'm getting hot. It's Florida after all. And again, put your left hand underneath the right elbow. And now we're going to lift it to almost shoulder height. And we're going to work with the head and the arm going to the left. The left elbow is guiding the right elbow. The left hand is guiding the right elbow, and the eyes and the head are turning. How much of your ribs are coming with the movement? And now we're going to keep the eyes forward, and we're going to work only with the elbows going to the left, but the eyes and the head staying forward. So the head and the arms are working in opposition. Very nice. Couple more times. And rest the arms, put them on the thighs. Inhale, exhale, another inhale, and exhale. And now let's check how far the hands go over the knees and how much is the rotation of the spine. So one arm at a time, so you can feel the spine rotating. Excellent. And now bring your arms forward. Turn the palms away from one another and bring the right one over the left, so the left one is underneath the right one. And we're going to rotate toward the left. We are rotating to the left. The hands are together in the middle, and we're rotating the spine. So the shoulder, the right shoulder goes up, and the left shoulder goes down, and the ribs are coming up on the right and down. So the hands are in the center, they're not moving right and left. I'm forcing my spine to move. Stay with it for a minute. Try not to move your hands right and left, but move the spine. I'm going to do it so you can see how my spine is moving. Good. And lower your arm. Rest. Bring your hands up again. Now turn the palms away from one another. Now bring the left one over the right one and interlace the fingers. And now rotate to the right. So the left elbow goes up and the right elbows go down. Rotating. There you go. The hands are staying in the center and the spine is moving. The ribs are moving up and down. The shoulders are moving up and down. And one more. It's not so easy. And rest. Put your hands on your thighs and see how far you can go over your knees. Now, did it improve? Is your spine able to help, to assist, so you're not moving only from your shoulder, but you're using more of your system, of your body, your skeleton, your muscles, your ligaments, your tendons. Okay, bring the hands up again. Turn the palms away from one another and bring the right hand over the left and interlace your fingers. Now the left hand is underneath. Turn to the left and bring your head, the cheek to the shoulder. Good. And separate. And bring your head to the shoulder and separate. And bring the ear to the shoulder or your cheek to your shoulder and separate. Torture, huh? Just do a little bit. And rest. And bring your hands back up. Turn your palms away. Take your left hand over the right hand and interlace the fingers. Now we're turning to the right. And the left ear comes to the shoulder. So we're doing movements that maybe in every day we kind of forgot to do. And now we're reintroducing them to be part of the vocabulary in our movement. And one more time, ear to shoulder, and rest it. Let it go. Let it be. And put your hands on your thighs and let's see if it improved. If your hand is going any further over your knees. And I'm getting all the way down to my tibia. Did it improve on your body? Okay, put your hands on over your knees and get your right elbow to go in and your left elbow to go in. It won't go very far, but how much bending do you have in the waist to be able? Go ahead and turn your head. So when my right elbow comes in, my head turns to the left to assist. I'm using the whole body. Which side is easier for you? Bending on the right or bending on the left? And let it go. And go ahead and put your hands over the knees on your thighs. And now we're going to let the right elbow to go out and we're going to look to the right. And we're going to let the left elbow go out and we're going to look to the left. And we're going to bend the right elbow and we're going to look to the right. And we're going to bend the left elbow and we're going to... Okay, so when we do that, it's easier to bend from the hip joint. Let's see if we can bend from the back by getting the elbow out, by rounding the back backwards. And bending the left and bending the back backwards. So using the back instead of the hip joint. Obviously, you're going to have to exhale. And one more time to the left. And relax. Go ahead and bring your palms up. Bring your right hand arm backwards and forward as you turn the palm. And turn the palm up as you bring the elbow back and turn the palm down as you come forward. And bring your arm back and forward. So the movement is palm up when the elbow goes back and palm down when you go forward. But see if you can add, not just to move from the shoulder, but actually move the spine and move the spine and move the spine and move the spine. Use the right arm and the full rotation of the spine. It's like a swing. Palms up when you go back and palms down when you go forward. And rest your right arm, and we're going to do it with the left. Maybe it will be a little easier. Going back, palms up, moving forward, palms down. Moving back, palms up, moving forward, palms down. Back is up, forward is down. And now we're going to do both arms at the same time. One goes back and one goes forward. And see if you can sense that your sitting bones are moving in the same direction that your arm is moving. That your hip is part of the game. And your knees are moving forward and back as part of the game. And come resting. Take a deep breath. We're coming to an end, but I want to do one more thing. We're going to bring the palms up as we bring the foot up. And bring the palm up as we bring the foot up. So, opposite arm. So, right arm and left foot, just like when we're walking. And up and up. That's how animals, or when we go to a river and we want to drink, we do this, right? That's what we're doing. Up and up and up. And it doesn't have to be an exercise. We're not lifting the leg up. We're just getting the neurological connection. So that if we choose to be able to go up, then we will be able to actually feed ourselves with our feet. Some of us could do it when we were younger, right? And rest in the center. Good, very nice. Take a deep breath. Open your eyes and let's check to see how far your arm can go over your knee now. How much of your back is participating with the left side and the right side? How much more can you get by using your back and not just stretching from your shoulder? And that will also help with frozen shoulder, but because you're using more and you're not putting a lot of pressure into just few muscles of the shoulder girdle. Okay, bring your hands together. Put them on the sternum. Maybe close your eyes if it feels comfortable. And just get in touch with how it feels to be inside your own body. Are you breathing any easier? Is you sitting on the edge of the chairs a little bit easier? And I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.